Let's start the hands-on exercise. But before that, let me give you an overview of this MS Fabric interface. On your screen, you could see all of these experiences that are available in Microsoft Fabric. If I want to switch to any of these experiences, I can click on them. Let's say data science. When you click on this data science experience, you will see that it would show you the learning material, the study material related to data science. And also, it would recommend you some items related to data science. You can perform any data science task using these items. If you are new to MS Fabric, this feature is great for you. And if you want to switch to another experience, you can just go to this bottom left corner icon. You could click it and switch to another experience. Let's say data warehouse. It's gonna show you the items related to data warehouse and also the reading material related to the data warehouse. So after this overview, we can get started with our hands-on exercise. So to perform any task on MS Fabric, you first need to create a workspace. So if you go to this workspaces option, you could see here a list of workspaces that you already have in your MS Fabric. Like I have this all of these workspaces here. So I can just create a new workspace if you do not have any uh, and give it an appropriate name. You could also write a description for future reference. And once you apply it, it will create a workspace for you. This is how you will see your workspace. And with this new item, you could add new items in your workspace. But as I already have created a workspace, I'm just gonna select my workspace. Now, as I discussed for the hands-on experience, I said that I would be creating three different lake houses, right? So the first lake house that I would be creating, I am gonna call it raw lake house because it's gonna be storing the raw data just immediately after the ingestion. And then I'm gonna create a new lake house and I'm gonna name it as Glance Lake House. So this will serve as the silver layer for me because I'll be storing my client's data here. And in the curated lakehouse, I will be storing my process data that is ready for analytics. I've already created the lakehouses, but I'm going to show you that how you can create one. So you could go to this new item and you could search lakehouse. And by going to lakehouse, you can name it a raw lakehouse. You do not need to enable this option. If you're gonna enable this options, we use this option actually allow us to manage and create custom schemas. I'm not gonna enable it for now. Just you can create it. This is how your new lake house would look like. And as I already have the clients and curated lake house, I'm not going to create one, but you would need to create all of these three lake houses. For the second step, we are going to create a pipeline to orchestrate all the steps of data ingestion, data loading, and data transformation. We could go to new item, search pipeline, and select a data pipeline. You could name it as, and this will create a new pipeline for us. So we'll go to activities tab to add activities into our pipeline. What activities do we need? As we know that first we need to copy our data from the blob storage into the raw lake house. I'm going to use the copy data activity for that purpose. You can name your copy activity as you want. You can also add descriptions for a future reference. Then to add the source, we'll go to source tab and this connection field would appear. From this drop down, you could see a list of connections that you have already created in your MS Fabric. But I'm going to create a new connection that would be to blob storage. Going to more, you would see this kind of tab. In this data source window, you could see a list of data sources that are available in Microsoft Fabric. Here you could simply search blob and going to Azure Blob Storage, it would ask you some credentials or some connection settings. First, you need to give your account name or the URL to your storage account. So I'm gonna give my account name. I have already these connections for my blob storage, but I'm gonna create a new one, create new connection. You could name it as you want. And for the authentication kind, you could select anyone that's appropriate for you. I'm gonna select the account key. For that, I would need my account keys. I'll just copy it and paste it here and connect. It would take a few seconds to connect you to the source. Yeah, now you could see it's asking you some more information about your data source, like the file path. You can just browse it here. Within my demo container in my blob storage, I have this file that I want to use as the data source. It is bank customerjourn.csv. I'm gonna load that file. It's a CSV file. I'm gonna select the format here as a delimited text. Now for the destination. So our data source is configured. Let's go to the destination tab and add a connection for the destination. So we want to ingest our data and store it into the raw lakehouse. For that, again, do this process. Let's go to more. And if you go to this One Lake Data Hub, it would show you a list of all these storage artifacts that you have created. I have this lakehouse in my demo webinar workspace. I'm going to select this one. It asks you to select the folder. I want to store my data as a table. So I'm going to select table. And if you already have a table, you could just from the drop down, you could select it. Or if you do not have anything in your database and you want to create a new table, go to this new option and type a name for your table. And with this advanced option, you could select the table action as append or as override. For now, I'm selecting this it as override. But if you want to append your data every time the pipeline would run, so you could select append. And then going to mappings option, you could import the schema. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna detect the schema from my CSV file and it would map that schema for me. Name it as you want. Then going to settings. From here, you could select a workspace. In our case, the workspace name is demo webinar. And for the data flow, you could select the data flow if you already have created a data flow, then you can select it from this drop down. But we are going to create a new one. Select new. It's going to open this data flow. See closely, you would notice that this interface is quite similar to the one you use in your Power Query in Power BI. First, we want to add a source to this data flow. For that, we are gonna go to this get data option, more, and then going to One Lake Data Hub, select the client's lakehouse. This is our client's lakehouse that we created in our workspace. For the data source, we want to select raw lakehouse, not the client's lakehouse, because this is going to be our source. And then we are going to store our transform data into the raw lakehouse. It's going to take a while. Just go back and change our source to raw lakehouse. This is the raw lakehouse that we created. It's gonna connect to the raw lakehouse. Refresh it. Once you load your data, sometimes you need to refresh it. In our raw lakehouse, there should be a customer journey table there. So we can see it. Go to our workspace and reopen our data flow that we just created. Whenever you're gonna run your pipeline, you should always check that if your data is loaded or not. Go to get data and raw lakehouse. I can see my table here. We are just gonna create. It's gonna load our customer churn table into the data flow. It's time for transformations. Go to transform tab. There are some data types that I want to change, like this credit source, each column, the tenure, has card, and is member. They are all in text form right now, and I want to change them to the whole number. For that, we can go to this data type option and select whole number. For this balance and estimated salary, I'm seeing that they are also in text formats. I want to change them to decimal. So select this detect data type option. It's gonna detect the data type and change it accordingly. For my is deleted column, I only want to show all those records that are active. Filter out all those records where is this is deleted column is one. Working on the data that is there. We need to add a destination. After all performing all of these transformations, we want to save our data into the client's lakehouse. For that, let's select this clan Lakehouse option, go to next and select your workspace. So our workspace is demo webinar, and within that I want to select Clans Lakehouse as my destination. Go to next option. It's gonna show you a preview of the column mappings. You could review it. It's correct for me. I'm gonna save these settings. Once you are done with the transformations, you could just publish this data flow so that you would get your data saved at the destination that in our case is the Clans Lakehouse.